As the NBA playoffs heat up, the Indiana Pacers and Oklahoma City Thunder are on the brink of securing their spots in the NBA Finals. Both teams hold commanding 3-1 series leads over the New York Knicks and Minnesota Timberwolves, respectively, with just one more victory standing between them and a shot at the coveted Larry O'Brien Trophy. For fans of the Pacers and Thunder, it's time to get excited, but it's also time to temper those premature victory laps. After all, this is the NBA, and we've seen some of the most improbable comebacks in the history of the sport unfold on this very stage. The Knicks themselves have proven they can defy expectations. Their dramatic run in the second round, where they orchestrated two 20-point comebacks against the Boston Celtics, sent shockwaves throughout the basketball world. If there is ever a team capable of shocking the odds and pulling off a miraculous turnaround, it might just be New York. But what are the chances of the Knicks or Timberwolves fighting their way out of a 3-1 hole? Can they be the next team to add their name to the list of historic comebacks, alongside the 2016 Golden State Warriors? Let's dive into the numbers and examine what history tells us about the likelihood of these two franchises making history or becoming another footnote in the annals of NBA playoff lore. The Knicks and Timberwolves struggling to overcome 3-1 deficits. To understand just how rare it is for a team to come back from a 3-1 deficit, let's take a look at the history of these two teams in this exact situation. The New York Knicks have never won a series after trailing 3-1. In fact, they are 0-15 in such situations. This includes 3 separate occasions against the Pacers, once in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics, and 4 times in the NBA Finals. The Knicks' long history of playoff disappointments makes their current uphill battle all the more daunting. The odds are overwhelmingly stacked against them, but there's still a glimmer of hope for the New York faithful, especially considering the way the Knicks have fought back in these playoffs. On the other hand, the Minnesota Timberwolves have also failed to mount a comeback when down 3-1. They are 0-4 in this scenario, most recently losing in 5 games to the Dallas Mavericks in the Western Conference Finals last season. The Timberwolves have only advanced to the second round of the playoffs twice in their history, so they aren't exactly seasoned veterans when it comes to postseason success. Yet, there's a fire in Minnesota after their stunning blowout win in Game 3 against Oklahoma City. Still, it's hard to imagine them putting together a string of wins 3 in a row against a Thunder team that has looked nearly unstoppable. It's a staggering statistic, and it's part of the reason why the odds of a Knicks or Timberwolves comeback seem so bleak. For the Timberwolves, odds makers have placed them as massive underdogs in their series against the Thunder, with Oklahoma City listed as a -7,000 favorite to win the Western Conference Finals. The Thunder's dominance has been clear, with their average margin of victory sitting at an impressive 14.3 points across their 3 wins. Minnesota has looked better in recent games, including their massive Game 3 victory, but that doesn't necessarily mean they can turn the tide against an Oklahoma City squad that's firing on all cylinders. In contrast, the Knicks find themselves in a slightly more favorable position, at least when compared to the Timberwolves. Despite their 0-15 record in 3-1 situations, the Knicks have shown a level of grit and resilience that makes their comeback attempt intriguing. Their series against the Pacers has been incredibly tight, with all games except Game 4 being decided by 6 points or fewer. New York has managed to stay in the fight, and their ability to weather the storm has been evident throughout the playoffs. Their second-round series against the Boston Celtics proved that this team can bounce back from massive deficits, so perhaps they have one more miracle in them. The road ahead. Will history repeat itself? As Game 5 approaches, the questions surrounding both the Knicks and Timberwolves are becoming clearer. Can they defy history, or will they become another chapter in the book of blown 3-1 leads? The Pacers and Thunder have been dominant, but the unpredictable nature of the NBA playoffs means that anything can happen. For both the Knicks and Timberwolves, the stakes have never been higher. Can either of these teams pull off the impossible and change the narrative of their playoff histories forever? Or will they fall short, joining the long list of teams that came so close to greatness only to have their dreams dashed? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: the next few games are going to be nothing short of unforgettable.